Can a beginner learn the muscle up in just 90 days? And their answer is yes. It is possible if you follow the protocol I'm about to show you. Now, I made a similar video, how to learn the handstand push-up in 90 days, and you guys loved it. So now I'm here to complement to that with the muscle up. There are 3 phases in order to master the muscle up, and each phase goes for 1 month. In order to enter phase 1, you need to have a foundation of at least 10 pull-ups and 20 dips. All right, so let's enter into phase 1, days 1 to 30. So the exercises that you're going to be doing to learn the muscle up, I want you to do it 3 days a week, because you just need volume in order to achieve the muscle up. For example, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. This is the protocol I followed when I was trying to learn both the handstand push-up and the muscle up. Now, I set this out in a way that you don't fatigue yourself too much, so you can actually train 3 times a week and not 2. Now, you need to make sure you don't train, for example, Monday, Tuesday, have 2 days in a row, because again, that is not optimal. Anyway, here are the exercises that you want to do in phase 1. 2 sets of weighted pull-ups and 3 reps is the target. Very low volume, very high intensity, and the 3 reps that you get need to be basically to failure. If you were to do a 4th, you wouldn't be able to. Now, if you're doing this at home with a pull-up bar, just grab a bag and put in a bunch of books or whatever. Figure it out. Now, what you're going to be doing is 2 sets of explosive pull-ups. Now, instead of doing a normal pull-up where you're trying to just get your chin over the bar, you want to actually do a movement where you push out. You're trying to go diagonal to the bar rather than straight up. Essentially, you're going to be doing these explosive pull-ups as many times as you can, and just essentially just go as high as possible. After you do the weighted pull-ups and then you do this, you see that it actually is way easier. Your mind is like tricked into being able to do more because of the heavier load that you did before. There is something science-backed to it. I don't really know the science, but it is very true. Try the weights and then try the explosive pull-up where you just go as high as possible, not trying to do the muscle up, just as high as possible, and you'll see it works. Now, for the last exercise is 3 sets of weighted dips, 5 to 8 reps. Dips are crucial for the muscle up, because once you do the actual poo movement, you still need to be able to press up. And these 5 to 8 reps, again, go to failure. Failure is necessary if you want to learn it in 90 days. And that's it for phase 1. 2 sets of weighted pull-ups, target goal, 3 reps. 2 sets of explosive pull-ups, stop when you can't do any more explosive pull-ups. And then 3 sets of weighted dips, 5 to 8 reps. Don't do any more than this. Trust me, this is enough when you're going to train 3 times a week. So now we enter into phase 2, days 30 to 60. You want to be able to do around 15 pull-ups to enter this stage. If it takes longer than the 30 days, that is okay. Just take your time and don't force it. Follow the protocol. Again, you're going to be training 3 days. For example, again, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So what you're going to be doing first up is something called skipping. Skipping is a process of using momentum to get yourself over the bar when you're doing a muscle up. Now, what you're going to be doing is just 2 reps per set. You want to do around 10 sets. And again, just do 2 reps of the skipping. Practice using a momentum just to pull yourself up. Don't try the muscle up yet. Just practice skipping as a movement. And essentially, you want to try and keep your feet together. And another tip is actually looking at the bar when you skip. Trust me, it helps rather than looking straight. Another thing is when you're skipping, it's going to look really weird, but essentially you want to do this with your back and then go like that really fast. You don't want to just pull yourself up like this. Who gives a shit about the form? Skipping is how you learn the muscle up first. Next up is 4 sets of weighted pull-ups, and your target goal here is 5 reps. Throughout the 4 weeks in phase 2, You may feel like you can easily hit the 5 reps with your original weight. So just keep adding more weights to the pull-ups until you reach that 5 reps. If you're at the gym, you can simply just add 1.25, to the weight belt. If you're at home, you might have to start getting a bit creative. Now again, 3 sets of weighted dips, 5 to 8 reps. You should be able to do more from phase 1. So again, just add weights. And that is phase 2. 10 sets of 2 reps of practicing skipping with the explosive pull-up, but not actually trying the muscle up yet. 4 sets of weighted muscle ups, 5 reps is the go. And then 3 sets of heavy weighted dips, 5 to 8 reps. Do this for the 4 weeks in phase 2, 3 times a week, and you will build the strength necessary for phase 3, which is actually putting everything together and learning the muscle up. So now with all that, we're entering into phase 3. So to enter into phase 3, even though it is days 60 to 90, your original weighted pull-ups, you can only do 3 sets in phase 1, right? So whatever weight that was, maybe it was 5 kilos for the 3 reps, maybe it was 10, you should be able to do 8 reps by now. Or from your original 10 pull-ups, you should be able to do 20 pull-ups. If you haven't reached this yet, take your time, build the foundations, build your strength, and then move on to phase 3. So the first exercise you want to do is actually practicing the movement of the muscle up. You're going to be combining skipping with your dips. And I know you guys have been excited to do this after 2 months, and now it is finally time. The only reason why I didn't want you to practice the actual muscle up movement in the first 2 months is that there is no point. You're just going to be wasting time. You first need to build the neuron connections by skipping, and then of course your strength. But now it is time to build the neuron connections for the actual movement, and the only way to do that is by practicing. So I want you to do 10 sets of just 1 rep of actually trying the muscle up. And this is you practicing skipping, rocking back and forth, using momentum, again, feet together, looking up at the bar, hands slightly shoulder width apart, and just try it. Just try it for 10 times. If it gets hard, frustrating, whatever, you just can't do it, relax. It is okay, because you will eventually do it. And now another tip for learning the muscle up is you can apply chalk. I absolutely love chalk. Helps me get that false grip needed, so I can just go like this rather than having to actually move my whole arm around it. But again, up to you. Now moving on, again, weighted pull-ups, 3 sets, 3 to 5 reps, and then 3 sets of weighted dips, 3 to 5 reps. With the weighted dips and the weighted pull-ups, we really want to dial down the volume and up the intensity to just focus on strength. Strength is what we need for the muscle up, and of course, practice. And remember, if it wasn't obvious in phase 3, again, we do this 3 times per week, which I'm sure you know why. If the 90 days have passed and you still haven't learned the muscle up, then let me just give you some additional advice, because I know you guys would want it. 1, start on top of the pull-up bar in the dip position with your arms extended. And essentially what we're going to do is we're going to practice trying to do the muscle up by going down and then back up by using the momentum. I remember once when I went to the gym and I tried to do the muscle up, I just couldn't do it. And then I saw someone else do it and I'm like, how did you do it? And he told me the secret. The first one is always the hardest, but the second one is so much easier. I'm like, how come? Aren't you more fatigued? No, it's because of the momentum. The momentum from going up, down, and then up again, it just helps. So practice doing that skipping motion from above rather than hanging. Go on top of the bar, hang, go down, and then time it right and boom, explode up. Now the important part is, remember the timing. You don't want to treat it like a pull-up. You want to treat it like you're pulling over the bar essentially. So you basically have to press out in a diagonal manner and not straight up. That makes sense. Now my last tip is skipping. This isn't very good, but you can skip with your legs wide, and since you just throw yourself over. That's how I usually do it when I can't do the normal skipping with my feet together. As you can see in the video, it is completely fine. It's just doesn't look that aesthetic, and it's honestly just because I haven't built the strength yet, which may be the case for you too. Implement this protocol, and trust me guys, you will see results. Leave a comment if it works for you, or if you want any additional advice or any other video protocols for whatever calisthenics skill you want to learn, or even if it is the gym and hitting some new PRs. If you want any personalized advice, just DM me on Insta. Instagram's links in the description. And that's really all, guys. Thanks so much for listening, and I hope you can learn the muscle up in just 3 months. Because if you can, that is very, very impressive. And trust me, it is achievable if you put your mind to it. See you all for the next one.